This week on the Trent Out Loud Podcast. I would rather be single and be on my own than to spend 20 years lying down beside somebody, making love to somebody, eating with somebody, going to movies, going to, family events with a girl who I'm like, that's a sucker move, man. Achraf Hakimi, the Moroccan soccer player who was married to an actress, they just recently got divorced. And during the divorce settlements, she found out that 80% or 90% of his money and everything that he owns is in his mother's name. And everybody online is going crazy about this. Like, oh my gosh, this guy's the GOAT. Congratulations. Yo, he did it. And you guys know me by now. Like, I have a different take on things most of the time. So one part of me definitely applauds him for being smart and being aware and, putting his money in a more secure space. And I understand that. He clearly has trust issues. He clearly has heard this happening to other guys. And he was like, yo, I don't want this to happen to me. But I'd be more interested in finding out, like, when he did this. Like, did he move the stuff into his mother's name just prior to him getting married? Was it always in his mother's name from the beginning? From he started getting money and he just decided whatever girl I marry, I want to have an escape plan? Or was it just with this girl? And either way you look at it, I kind of feel sorry for him a little, because the fact that you have to be so afraid of the person who you're marrying, but you're still marrying them, that's the problem. Like, newsflash, don't get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand why men feel like they have to put themselves in this kind of scenario. Like, so let's just assume that he did it prior to getting married. I think that's the flag. I think that's what he should have dealt with before moving the money, to say, I'm going to go and marry this girl, but I want to hide all my money. And I get it. Like I said, I get having an escape plan, but I want to marry somebody and I want to get into a marriage with somebody, assuming and hoping and wanting this marriage to last forever. The person who I'm marrying and I'm having, and he has children with this person, like, I want to feel like I can trust this person, and I want to feel like I want this person to have half of what I have, because that's what marriage is about. When you look at the true essence and the real backbone behind marriage, it's literally coming together as one. So I am not married. Don't get me wrong. I have not found a person that I felt this way about, right? But that's my whole point. If you can't find a person who you feel this way about, don't get married. Hence why I'm not married. But the whole point of marriage is a union. It's yin and yang coming together as one. So I want to feel like the person who I'm marrying deserves to have half my money, that I want to give half my money, that I don't feel like there's so much doubt or insecurity about the relationship that I feel like I got to put my money in my mom's name and all my house. It's not like this guy put one car or one little thing. Like, this guy's a multi-millionaire and he has homes and investment and everything is in his mom's name. Like, I just don't want to live like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather be single. I would rather be alone. You're a successful, Moroccan soccer player. You could go out and date. You could have relationships with one girl. You could date multiple girls. You could do whatever you want. Like, I would rather have that life, that I'm not saying is better or worse than getting married. I'm just saying there's other options to not being married. And I just feel like there's a lot of dudes out there who feel like they're programmed to be like, I'm going to grow up. I'm going to, have a career. I'm going to get married. I'm going to have kids. Like, there's other options that you have available to you. Like, you don't have to get married. And I just feel like a lot of guys just don't realize that, right? And like, there's other ways and there's other things that we could do. Anyways, so while I was talking about this with a couple of my friends in our group chat, somebody sent me this.
This is the craziest divorce of all time, and people can't decide who to support in this case. Back in 1994, Gabriel met Christina at a party and they really hit it off. They ended up getting married even though she was 30 years younger than him. They were happily married for 20 years, but then Christina decided that she wanted to get a divorce. But when she went to her lawyer, she was shocked to hear that she was already divorced from Gabriel 20 years ago. And this is because 4 months after their marriage, the couple went to the Dominican Republic for a vacation. And Gabriel divorced her there because that's the only country where one party can file for a divorce without informing the other party. And he says he did this because he knew one day Christina would divorce him and try to take all his money.
This is my whole point. Once you have that feeling, once you have that emotion, right? And you're so sure of it that you have to go and get a divorce, but you don't want to tell her, but you want to just keep living with her. Like, that's the time when you should leave her. I would rather be single. I would rather get a divorce and be on my own than to spend 20 years lying down beside somebody, making love to somebody, eating with somebody, going to movies, going to, family events with a girl who I'm like, we're actually divorced. You don't even really know. Like, that's a sucker move, man. That's not a cool move to me. That's not a G move at all. I'm kicking that girl out and I'm going to be by myself, man. Like, I'm not going to marry. Like, what is he, like, so insecure that he can't get other girls? He has to feel like he has to trick a girl to thinking that he's married to her, that she is married to him, so that she could stick around. But then when she wants to, like, if you didn't trust that girl and you thought that girl was going to leave you, I don't want her around, I'd rather be by myself. Like, what is this world coming to, man? Anyways, that's just me. Like I said, the businessman in me, like the money end of it, like, I get it. I understand. And I think that's what people are applauding more than anything. It's like, ha ha ha, like he outsmarted the girl that tried to outsmart him. But you both played yourself. Like, if you're going to be with a guy who you don't love just for money, and that guy is only going to be with a girl so that he could trick her and, keep his money in his mother's name, or trick her and have her get a divorce and she doesn't know, like, you both took an L, man. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be with a girl who I'm in love with, who I want to build a life with, who I want to build a future with. And I feel like if our love ever dissipates, if something happens, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still like, she's still my partner, especially if we have children together. Like, I want to feel like we did this together, and I want to feel like, like you deserve to have half of me because you were my wife. You know what I mean? And if I can't have that feeling, I do not want it. Anyways, that's just me. I'd rather be single. I'd rather be alone. As soon as I feel like I don't trust you and I'm making moves to hide my money, then I just don't want to be with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud.